Hello, this is Mr. McMurray, and I am testing right now, but you need to do this, so I'm going to show you how. And today in physics, we're going to be doing the energy conversions worksheet. All right, and you'll notice that at the top we have all the different types of chemical energy, and we have a symbol for them, just a one or two letter symbol, so you can do that. Chemical potential, CP, gravitational potential, GP, T for thermal, elastic potential, fission and fusion. Just notice it's FS for fusion, not FU, which just didn't seem appropriate. All right, S for sound, FI for fission, K for kinetic, E for electric, L for light, and so forth. All right, so when you want to put these in there, you just put FS or K or whatever. So you don't have to write out the whole name of the type of energy. All right, because some of these are going to have lots of them. Now, down below, you notice there are a list of, looks like what, 21 of these energy conversions, all right? And what they want you to do is, well, what I want you to do is to write down what energy is being converted to what, okay? So, for example, the first thing is striking a match to light it, all right? Now, well, what do we need to include? Well, this is to give you a hint at the end. One energy to one kind of energy to one kind of energy. At the end, you're going to end up with two types of energy coming from the match, okay? So the first thing, let's say if you strike the match, first of all, you're going to be moving the match, so that's going to be kinetic energy, all right, KE, oops, just K, sorry, my bad, for this one, all right, and then that's going to go to, and I'm just going to use a little arrow because I don't think I'm going to have room otherwise, okay, all right, K, kinetic energy, that'd be your first one, all right? It turns into, as you rub it along, it creates friction or heat, which is thermal, which is the next one, all right? And then that heat causes the chemicals on the end to catch on fire, so that would be chemical potential. Whoops, whoa, sorry, something went crazy there. All right, hit the wrong button, all right. And finally, once the chemical potential is changed into light and thermal. Okay. Now you can just put L and T up there and just put them on top of each other if you want to, but since I haven't just typed it in a straight line, that would be it. So I would have 1 to 1 to 1 to 2. Okay, and that's kind of how that would be, and that's just kind of to help you give an idea of how many different things you should have. Okay, just kind of give you a little guide there. All right. I don't remember if there's one in particular that is hard. Let me see real quick. Let's just try one of these. Let's do number 4. Okay, it seems like we usually do that one. Number 4, in a nuclear power plant, splitting uranium to turn water into steam to turn a turbine. Okay, so it says 1 to 1 to 1. So first of all, splitting uranium would be fission, or Fi. Okay, I believe is what we said the abbreviation was for fission, right? Yeah, Fi. Okay, and that's going to turn water into steam, so that's going to have to create heat or thermal energy. All right, and then that's going to turn the turbine, and so that would be kinetic. Now, if it said something about turning the turbine to turn a coil of magnet in a coil of wires, or a coil of wires around a magnet, then we'd say, oh, guess what? Then we're also going to have electricity. But since it doesn't say anything about that, then you don't need to assume anything else other than what it says. All right. The next one, what's the excuse to get out more harmonica, but still, let's look at number 6 real quick. All right, number 6 says blowing on a harmonica to play a song. All right. All right, so besides just fun to do, what kind of energy transfer are we talking about? Well, first of all, I'm blowing air in, so that would be what type of energy? Well, that would be kinetic. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, kinetic. That would be kinetic. All right, because I'm forcing air movement. Now, technically, the movement of the air hits little reeds in there, little metal strips, and as they vibrate, okay, so technically there's a transfer from the kinetic energy of my breath to the kinetic energy of the reeds. But that is a transfer, not a conversion. But when they vibrate, they create vibrations in the air, and that's what you hear coming to your ears. So that would be, of course, sound, which I believe was asked, right? Yes, yes. So it would just be kinetic to sound. Okay, there would be a transfer of kinetic in there from the breath to the reeds, but that's still kinetic to kinetic, so that's just a transfer of energy. All right, and so on, and just do that about 18 more times, and you'll be done. All right, and so when you do, I recommend you do this in pencil, just in case, because you're probably going to change your mind sometimes and cross this out and put that back in, and so forth. So just read the questions carefully. Don't assume things it doesn't say, but yeah, have fun with that, and follow the recommended number of types of energy changes. All right, we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, and have a great day.